The lighthouse keeper's secret, Elias, had spent 30 years as the keeper of the Blackthorn Lighthouse, perched on the cliffs of a quiet coastal town. He had always been a man of few words, living in solitude with only the crashing waves and the flickering light to keep him company. But the town whispered about him. They said he was hiding something, that no man chose such isolation without a reason. Some believed he was a fugitive. Others thought he was guarding a treasure buried beneath the lighthouse. One stormy night, a young journalist named Clara arrived at the lighthouse, determined to uncover the truth. She knocked on the heavy wooden door, rain dripping from her coat. Elias opened it with a sigh. "You're not the first to come here looking for answers." "But you've never given them, have you?" Clara asked. He stared at her for a long moment, then stepped aside. "Come in." Inside, the lighthouse was warm and filled with books, maps, and old photographs. But Clara's eyes landed on a dusty violin resting on a shelf. "You play?" she asked. Elias hesitated before nodding. "I used to." She picked up one of the photographs. It was of a grand concert hall, a younger Elias standing beside a violin case. "You were famous," she whispered. "A lifetime ago," he admitted. Clara's mind raced. Elias Blackthorn, she had read about him before. A violinist who had vanished after a tragic accident at a concert where a falling chandelier had nearly crushed him. He had survived, but his hands had never played the same. "I ran away," Elias said, staring into the fire. "Not from the law, not from treasure, but from a life I could no longer have." Clara nodded, understanding. Some secrets weren't meant to be scandals. Some were simply wounds that never fully healed. That night, as the storm raged outside, Elias picked up the violin and for the first time in years played. The melody was haunting but beautiful, echoing through the lighthouse, over the cliffs, and into the endless sea. And for the first time in 30 years, Elias Blackthorn felt whole again.